If you think of your life as a book, most of the people you know outside of family are rarely around for more than just a few chapters. The women you're about to meet have rewritten that assumption. They're part of a decades-long friendship that has grown month by month over wine and books. On a rainy day in Lebanon, Prospect Hill Winery is closed for a private party. Owner Anita Carl pours the wine, lays out the spread of food, and prepares to discuss the book she chose for this month's book club, something these 7 ladies have done just about every month.
We started in April of 1976.
Yep.
For 46 years.
We've become such good friends, but we're not in-your-face kind of friends. We meet once a month and maybe email a little bit in between. People have moved away and they still make an effort to come back.
They've read through nearly 500 books in their time together, with a few months skipped in between, and of course, Zoom meetings through the worst of the pandemic.
The hostess for the month chooses the book, which we're finding is quite unique for a book group. And that, to me, is what has made this book group special, because we read such a variety of books.
I know I've read books that I would have never picked up, and sometimes I thought, oh, this is an amazing book, and other times it was like, okay, now I know why I didn't read it.
And I made them read a 600-page book on Lyme disease.
God.
Yeah. Was it not helpful?
That was good.
Even books the group never realized would be so meaningful.
When we were first meeting, we read a book on being a widow, and none of us would suspect that. But then a few years later, I became a widow at 29.
And those are the moments in between the wine, the discussion, and the laughter that have only solidified the friendships formed through this book club.
You know, it was just a really hard time, and I remember after he died having some nights when I just was out of control, and because it was just not my thinkable future. And I remember calling Bev at 2 in the morning, and she let me come up and sleep on her couch so I wasn't alone. And
I forgot about that.
no, I didn't forget. You know, it's things like that, you know, that, yeah. It was a hard time, and I wasn't prepared for it.
They helped me out at my husband's funeral. At the end of it, I kind of slipped away. Please go to my house and get things set up for afterwards. And then when I came home, everything was ready. They were all, you know, taking care of everything. That was kind of neat.
It's been really supportive and helpful to share our experiences, because we've all been through many of the same things.
Together, they've been through major moments in history, births and deaths, including the loss of one founding member of their club.
I think we have to mention Nancy.
Yes, and she passed away 2
2
years ago.
Next month.
It's a shame that Nancy isn't here, because she would be, first of all, she'd love it, and she would be dressed for the occasion.
Oh, she would, yes.
In 46 years, the stories have grown from page to life. The ladies have traveled together, attended talks with authors. They've shared in many glasses of wine and rowdy conversation.
Well, we know each other's strengths, and, you know, we appreciate everyone for who they are and what they bring to our lives.
A bond that's become so strong, the core group has had to turn friends away who wanted to join in.
We have such a long history, and
Yes.
we trust each other implicitly. We've shared a lot of private things, and it was really hard to think about someone else coming in that we didn't have that history with.
And despite how well they all get along, they all have very different lives and often different opinions on the books they're reading, which they say makes the discussion even better.
Does it surprise you that this many years later, this is still going on?
It shocks me. Yeah, I never dreamed. I thought it was going to be a night out, get away from the little babies and let the husbands take over for a while, and it's become very important in all our lives.
And Pat, the ladies are already thinking about how to celebrate their 50 years together in just a few years.
Very nice.